was like a 30-second call, and I'm like, what do you want? I responded like 2 seconds after the call ended.
One time on Christmas Day, my grandfather went outside and actually fell, and my grandmother, me, and my sister and my mom were inside watching a movie, and we left him out there for like 3 hours. We had no idea where he was.
That's so
He was lying on the ground.
This is live.
All right. There's recorded evidence. All right, so the other day, what were we talking about? Do you remember? Yeah, limits from the table.
Oh, yes.
Pretty easy, right? Not a
Yeah.
big deal.
Read it off your bill.
Did it? What was the problem? Oh, okay. We good though? You have any questions or?
That's just limits in general. If you don't get
Oh,
it
yeah.
first, it's just like, let's just stare at this for an hour and see if I get it.
It'll come to you. All right, so yeah, so today it's just more of the same kind of. It's finding the limits as x goes to infinity as from a table. So this is limits to infinity and beyond
Yeah.
from a table. There's no such thing as beyond.
That's such a mathy thing to
That's
say.
a reality check for Buzz Lightyear.
You ruined your childhood.
That's actually a fifth dimension.
All right. So this is super predictable how this is going to work, right? Like, for example, if I have a table, x and f of x, and I'm trying to determine the limit as x goes to positive infinity, how would I do that?
You just get numbers larger and larger.
Yeah, you just pick x values that keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Like you might pick x to be 100, and then x to be 1,000, and then x to be 10,000, or something like that. And then you just observe the pattern that occurs with the y values. If they happen to be approaching a particular single finite value, then that's the limit. If they just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, then you'd say the limit is positive infinity, or does not exist. I think Delta Math might ask you to just say does not exist. And if they approach a bigger and bigger and bigger negative number, it would be negative infinity.
On Delta Math, you can choose.
You have to choose.
You can say infinity.
Oh, you can, okay.
Or it does not exist.
Okay, yeah. The reason why they give you a choice on that, and that's true for other limits too. If the limit is infinity, for a positive infinity, for example, like just as x goes to 3, you can actually say it does not exist because in some textbooks, that's the way they teach it. They just teach it that it's not as if infinity is a number. So if the function just keeps going up and up and up, then the limit doesn't exist. So there's just a discrepancy in the math community about how to approach that. So they accept either way.
How would that not be? Wait, I don't.
If you take the AP exam, they actually say that it doesn't exist if it's going to infinity. That's not the way I teach it, but then I instruct calculus students to just say, just to understand that there's this little issue, and so we're just going to agree with the way that the AP writers do it, and it doesn't exist in that situation. But anyway, that's why there's a choice. Okay. Let's just do a couple examples on Delta Math, just so you can see how this works, and then that's all there is to it. You just plug numbers into the table. So, math.
Advanced placement.
I don't like my math.
Advanced people. Yeah.
Advanced people.
I feel like that would make people do that.
Advanced person. Smart people say person.
I don't know if I say that. I don't think so.
Yeah, like in a room.
Maybe that means something then.
150 person.
It doesn't say people.
All right, so
But how
in
would
this
you-
problem, they're asking you what's the limit as x goes to negative infinity and what's the limit as x goes to positive infinity. And they don't give you anything except this table. So all you're going to do is, for negative infinity, you're just going to substitute in bigger and bigger negative numbers. Now, maybe you'll just be like, I'm just going to skip to the big one and be like, try value. Okay, so you might guess it's 1, right? right? Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong, I don't know, I'm just gonna try a couple more.
Bro, you gave up.
Yeah, seems like one. Let's try a smaller number. It kind of seems like one.
I'm gonna say it's one.
One's reasonable. So I would say this is one. You get the idea, right? And then for positive infinity, you just get rid of the negative. So I just clear the table. Try that. Okay. Try another one. Try another one. So what do you think? Yeah, it kind of seems like it. 0.2. And that's it. You just have to plug numbers in. Now, let's see if we can find one that that it doesn't exist. Like if I substitute in 1,000, and then I substitute in 10,000, I mean, you can kind of see what's happening here. Like this is close to 8, this is close to 1, this is close to 0.
Sure is.
It's supposed to be like 0. All right, so I guess I wasn't getting a big enough number here to start with. Okay? Seems like 0. Is this always going to work? What if you just substitute in like a really big negative number, like overflow? Oh, so this one probably goes to infinity, I'm thinking. Watch, if I go like negative 1,000. Yeah, you can see it's getting bigger and bigger. So this is how you can identify when it's going to infinity. So like Hunter said, I can just substitute in infinity for this one, or for this one, yeah. Okay?
That one's 0.
And then the other one's 0.
Plus 87. Sorry.
Cool. Okay?
UA?
Any questions?
May I please use the bathroom?
Yeah, sure. Any math questions?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you go back to those things?
The notes, I didn't really write anything down.
Okay, then I didn't miss anything then.
That's all I wrote.
You learned that you can go to infinity on paper.
That's true.
Who would have thunk?
Oh, also, yeah, we're having a test on Monday. So it's just on this limit stuff that we've done so far. It should
Sounds
be
pretty
pretty easy.
chill.
I actually, those people shouldn't have logged off. So the way tomorrow's test review for extra credit is going to work is a little bit different than the way that it's worked before. The way it's going to work tomorrow is I'm going to give you 2 problems. Each problem has 20 parts. Okay, so it's like one picture, and then A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way through 20, right? Not letters, it's numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way through 20, right? And it's just asking questions about this one graph, limits, about all the different limits as x goes to whatever, right? So the way the grading is going to work on this extra credit is everybody starts off with, so there's 2 of them. Each one's worth 3 points. So total, you can get a total of 6 bonus points on the test. So everybody starts off with 3 points. For every 1 you get wrong, you get -1 off your 3 points. So if you get 3 or more wrong, then it's like you get a 0 on your bonus. You understand?
So you could just not do it and get 2 points.
No, if you don't do it, you get a 0.
Oh.
Plus, you get +0 on your bonus. It's extra credit on the test.
Okay.
But you can't get more than 2 wrong, or else
What if you don't answer one?
that counts as 1 wrong.
You think that there's a loophole, but there isn't.
I'm trying.
I mean, I'll show it to you. It's right here. So, and I'm going to hand this out instead of actually like having it on the computer. So like there's a picture, and then there's like 1 through 20, and then there's a picture, and then there's 1 through 20, and that's it. And I'm just going to grade it. You're going to do it right here in class and hand it in. It's not going to be like you have till 8 p.m. to do it. You have to do it in class. And then you're just going to hand it in. I'll grade it right then and there. You'll know what you got. So if you get like 2 off on the front page, you'll get +1, right? Because you start at 3 and you get 2 off, so that's +1. If you get like 1 wrong on the back, that's like +2, so you get 3 bonus points on the test altogether. To get the full 6 points, you have to have all these right and all these right. Fair enough? Everybody understand? Okay. What's that?
Nothing.
Okay. Okay, now I'm gonna stop recording.